right. And with Mordecai's turn ending, it does come back to the Tau forces and their attacks back in combat. So the first one up is the crisis suit that Brother Thorvir is currently actively engaged with.
Is Thorvir the only one of us who isn't grappling a crisis suit right now?
Pretty much,
That's
yes.
that's correct. I'm too busy trying to kill them. But yours is you're taking more turns and you're going to have that sweet payoff.
The sweet, sweet payoff of being able to just pluck this guy out of the crisis suit.
All right. And so it is capable of getting a little bit of distance between itself and you, Thorvir. And so it is going to shoot, or going to try to shoot its missile pods at you. And it fires off two missiles from its missile pods, and apparently attempting to dodge away from you has caused some issues for its targeting computer. And so the two missiles let loose from its shoulder mounted missile pod, and they just kind of arc up into the ceiling above you. It did not do very well.
The ceiling didn't rain down on me.
No, it did not.
That would make Thorvir pretty upset to get space debris.
It is, since it's the interior of the ship. It's pretty solid.
All right, good. I didn't bring a space, so I wasn't expecting it
Yeah. Okay. Then is the last unengaged crisis suit, who has neither been attacked nor grappled.
Oh, oh, that will be changing very, very shortly.
Yeah. Uh, Brother Thorvir, you are now the closest one to him, and he is going to attempt to do the same thing, sir. He's going to fire his missile pod at you. Does he manage to hit? He does manage to get a hit, sir. Would you like to try to dodge?
All right. Crisis Suit 1, 2, and 1, 3. Where are they in relation to each other, and where is that in relation to me?
So, 1, 2 is actually almost backed up against the wall of the room that you're in. 1, 3 is more towards the doorway leading out into that large hallway. You are, I would say, basically right on top of 1, 2.
Okay. Guess that's a good thing. I want to dodge. I can't get behind 1, 2 so that the missiles hit him, right?
No, sir. You would have to be able to phase through the wall to do that.
All right. I'm just going to do a standard. Well, no, I'm going to stay where I am. I'm gonna take the missile heads. I have an idea of what I want to do. Moving is part of it.
All right. So let me see damage real quick. It's not even gonna matter. He hits you basically on the front of your shield. He hits you for 19 damage, which is not enough to get through your armor and toughness. Yeah, and so that one missile fires off, and just kind of goes off into nowhere. The second missile does, in fact, impact on the face of your shield and perhaps makes you stumble back a little bit, but does not harm you in any way. So with that, oh, Brother Alvatrad, I apologize, sir. Or Brother Sephron, I never came back to you. How much
I made
damage did you do on
15
those
shots.
fire warriors?
I made 15 shots on the fire warriors.
Holy shit! So you effectively doubled. I like it.
Yes.
Uh, and so as you're just laying into the fire warriors, um, you are seeing um, basically every one of your bolt rounds is killing one or more fire warriors. Uh, it seems like you hit perhaps a grenade or ammunition pack uh, as something explodes and takes out a large number, and the group is completely decimated by the time you finish shooting at it. There's no one left.
Yes.
All right. Uh, with that, Brother Decimus, the crisis suit that you are attempting to um, straddle and bisect, I think that's an accurate description of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Um,
Very accurate.
he is gonna attempt to get away from you. Um, so give me a strength test, sir.
All the normal Space Marine nonsense.
Yes, sir.
I got a 34.
Oh man. Okay. The crisis suit did not succeed at all. And so he actually begins firing the boosters on his armor, trying to propel himself self out from underneath you. But as you feel the jets begin to fire, you actually take one of your hands off your chainsword and just grab the helmet of the crisis suit and just keep sawing that chainsword into the back of his armor. You're not getting away that easy, motherfucker.
You know how many rocks I've wrestled in my day?
Oh, all right.
I used to oil them up for sport so you could catch them.
That just sounds so horrible, actually. Oh no.
All right.
For who? People or the rocks?
Yes. All right. Uh, man, this next crisis suit is totally not gonna get away unless he rolls like a 0. Uh, Tatama, this is the crisis suit that you're grappling with. That's grasped by your servo arm. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so same thing. This time, give me a strength test just on your arm, your servo arm.
Oh, it does. Yeah, I'm gonna let you know now. It doesn't matter unless that man can beat a fucking 6.
Oh yeah, no, he did not. He did not succeed. Remotely.
I think that's the best roll I've had tonight.
Yeah.
Man, where's that roll when I was trying to fucking wishbone a guy with Kenny? Bad. Yeah,
Right.
6.
And so he's now, struggling, trying to pry the servo arm off of the top of his armor while you are attempting to just rip it open, and he's struggling mightily to pry the literally the powered unit off of his head, and it's just not succeeding. And then, Brother Alvatrad, for you, sir. So, same thing. Give me a strength test.
That's a 4.
Oh, boy. um, so let's see. Your crisis suit, you are grappling by his collar and just have your fingers planted into the opening, well, the opening you made in his armor. And so he's actually just trying to swing his arm into yours, trying to break your grip on his collar, and he's just whacking it, and he's not succeeding in dislodging you. You just hear the hollow tinging as crisis suit armor bounces off of power armor.
Hit a full plastic people.
All
The
right,
Emperor's glorious adamantium armor.
that's true. All right, Brother Thorvir, we are back to you, sir.
This crisis suit 1-2. How damaged is he? Is there a nice gaping hole where a certain type of cylindrical explosive could fit?
The rents in his armor are noticeably deep, but he is fully functional, and there there isn't enough damage that you could simply be like, "Oh, hey, it looks like a grenade would fit there." Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, because you know what? I'm gonna spitball this because I know we have two of our guys, well, actually everyone but Sephirin. If I were to call a bolt for assault, would they be able to have a free hand to shoot?
Okay, so you broke up there, sir. Would you repeat that for me one more time?
All right. So I know we have multiple guys grappling. If somebody were to call bolt or assault, would they be able to have a free hand to shoot, or is just kind of a wash and it only helps myself and Brother Sephirin?
So I would give everyone could attempt to do it, but it would be at a penalty, and they would also. I guess the only person that this wouldn't be true probably would be Decimus, because he's literally just sitting on a dude. But basically, either everyone would suffer a penalty to shoot, or would suffer a penalty in their next turn as they're trying to grapple with people.
Okay. Okay. All right. Then I allowed to call for another furious charge? Because I know that was the first thing that I called when we escaped. Well, when I Kool-Aid manned M. Bison out of the torpedo. Has enough time passed, or do I need to wait, or is that
Yep. It's been several rounds of combat. Enough time has gone by. Yes, sir.
all right? I'm going to call for furious assault because I want to try and kill 1-2, and I'm going to charge to 1-3 afterwards.
Okay. Excuse me. So then what we'll do is um we'll do the same thing. We'll do your furious. Is this purging? The Emperor is pleased. Oh. Um, we'll do your furious assault, Thorvir. Then we'll do everybody else's, and then we'll just come back and we'll do the turn order in its actual order.
Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead, sir. It is your. It has to be a charge move if I recall correctly. But that actually
Oh.
give.
I can't attack first and then charge.
So let's see what it says. Squad mode. Furious charge. Those in cohesion may make an immediate charge move and a standard attack with a melee weapon. In addition, such is the fury attack that all Battle Bros may reroll damage for their attacks. I forgot that. That's a nice perk. Um,
Holy shit.
yeah. Immediate charge move and a standard attack may make an immediate. So I'm interpreting this as if you opt to do this, you have to do it now. That may, to me, is you either use it or you lose it.
Yeah, that kind of changes everything I wanted to do. Okay. All right, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna use my free. I'm just gonna lose the charge. Oh wait, can I charge the guy I'm fighting? I know I'm right in front of him, but can I just like charge into him for like reckless assault or something?
Yeah, I would say you can.
And would that count as my attack, or because it's a charge and attack, or how would that work? Or would I get another attack?
So that is going to be your furious assault attack.
Nah, fuck it. I'll do it. I just want an extra attack so I can try and get this dude killed.
Okay. So yeah, it's
Oh
your.
wait,
Mhm.
sorry. Or would I just do the double attack? Which one would be more
So if you
powerful?
well, so that's the conundrum. You have to make a charge attack right now, or you're not going to be able to benefit from it. And you cannot make a swift attack on a charge attack. Does that make sense?
No. So if I charge, I can't make a swift, but can I make a swift and not charge?
No, because I'm saying the way it's worded, it says you may make a charge attack. If you opt to not use your charge attack now, you are forfeiting it completely.
Okay.
So you still get your charge, but then you'll still have your regular turn.
Yes.
Right.
I think is what Nick is saying.
Yeah, but
So you should. Can you do a swift attack in his regular turn?
he can. Yes.
Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna charge the 1-2, the guy I'm doing.
All right. So it's your weapon skill plus 10 because you're charging. Let's see if you hit. If you hit, this guy's gonna try to dodge.
Well, that is an 11 with 64, 5 degrees of success.
Oh man. He totally doesn't dodge. So yeah, go ahead and roll your damage, sir. God, this is gonna be dumb.
All right, and now what's this one? So is it just my uh, regular claw attack, or what?
It is yep, your regular wolf claw attack. Right. All right. All right. And so you do call for the squad to make a furious assault on the surviving members of the Tau that were present. You immediately follow up by closing the distance with the crisis suit that you have been engaged with for the last few moments. Um, Already heavily damaged from your wolf claw. Um, you do just make one sweeping downward strike at him, and as he is basically already pressed up against the wall behind him, he does not have a lot of space to make the most use out of his crisis suit's maneuverability. Jump jets don't fire particularly well when attempting to go left or right. They are much more useful when attempting to go forward or backwards. And so he just kind of hesitantly tries to dodge to one of his sides and is unable to do so. And so your downward swing of your wolf claw again cleaves into the front armor of the crisis suit, making deep gashes, effectively turning the crisis suit's armor pretty much into cheesecloth. Um, it is heavily damaged. It's not really armor on its front anymore. But the crisis suit is still functioning. The pilot seems to be still alive. All right, Brother Sephron. Unfortunately, since it was a call that makes you make a melee attack, sir, you can choose to partake if you like, or you can opt not to, sir. Um, it's up to you.
No, I'm gonna make a melee attack. I'm gonna stab somebody with my combat
Do it.
sword.
All right. Uh, so Crisis Suit 1-3 is probably, well, one the 1-2, the one that Thorvir has cornered is closer, but Thorvir is between you and him. 1-3. Well, actually, um, ooh, this will be funny. The closest suit might actually be the one that Decimus is um straddling. Um, I mean, I leave it up to you what you do with that information. Um, but that's the closest guy. Unfortunately, he's probably the only one you can reach, just because everybody else has kind of pushed their targets towards that doorway into the cruiser.
Damn it. So, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sprint like a maniac as fast as I can towards Brother Decimus, and then as I close the gap, I'm gonna slide sort of into a need position, and I'm just gonna hold out my knife to him so he can use it on the crisis suit he's stabbing.
I like it.
Wait, do we do this more of like like? It's not so much you stabbing him as I'm just pushing him into your knife, or
I feel like it's Brother Sephrin is presenting you with an additional tool.
I was gonna say, it sounds like he's just sliding out and handing you a knife.
Yeah.
my brother.
I'm basically just like, use my blade.
You dropped this, King.
He heard the call for a scalpel.
Your
sorry.
tools,
A
sir.
scalpel.
A fine blade it is.
So I like where this is going. So yeah.
What is the doctor without his tools?
Oh shit. And
The
so,
difference between a surgeon and a butcher is precision.
oh man. Huh. That's an interesting call to the difference between the Blood Angel and the Flesh Terror, actually.
Yeah, really, it should be the other way around.
The Emperor works in mysterious ways.
Aye, brother.
And so, Brother Sephrin, after you hear Thorvir call for a furious assault, you do just kind of let your heavy bolter drop a little bit and just start pumping your arms, sprinting towards Decimus. And once you feel that you've gotten to a close enough point, you do actually just kind of drop down and start sliding feet first, uh, and just kind of digging a giant gouge in the floor from the ammo pack of your heavy bolter. You do make it all the way to the head of the crisis suit and then pop up, and as you're in midair, just kind of do a quick turn so that you do land on one knee and just pull your combat blade out and present it to Decimus. And are like, take it.
You dropped this. Even though it's mine and I'm letting you borrow it, but you dropped this.
Use the blade.
The Emperor may have crafted chain swords for terror, but we, as space marines, are objects of precision, and times call for precise action. Leave the chainsword behind and take up the combat blade.
Oh man, I kind of wish because like usually the tech marines have like those like extra lenses and auspexes, don't they?
They can sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I wish I had just like a couple of like little like automated monocles that just like filter in front of. It's just like time for surgery.
The doctor is in.
Yes. All right, Brother Alvatrad. It's on to you, sir.
I want to. So I have a charge.
In this, yes, in the sense of you can make a charge and then you have to make an attack on it.
I'm gonna charge my hand further into this gray
Yeah,
suit.
I kind of figured that's where you were going with it. Yeah. All right, good sir. So same thing. Give me a strength test.
25.
Oh man. So I will say this crisis suit did test really well. How many degrees of success did you get, sir?
Does he get his plus 10
Or-
for the assault?
Oh, do I get plus 10 for the assault?
This is a strength test, not a weapon skill check.
Sorry.
No worries.
So then only 4.
So okay, so the crisis suit got 3 and almost 4. So uh as you're beginning to really press your fingers in and start getting a firm hold on the interior of the armor, you can feel a little more struggle out of that arm trying to knock your grip loose. However, you do just firm your resolve and just kind of dig your fingers into its collar tighter.
You
And
well yelled.
yeah, and basically you're at a point now where unless he breaks free, you're gonna start peeling armor off. All right. After Alvatrad, Totama, it is your turn, sir.
I'm trying to think of how I can do a charge while digging my hand into this Grace's suit.
Again, it's kind of to the point where you don't so much have to. It's just if you choose to not try, you basically forfeit it. You don't get an attack this turn. Or, excuse me, you don't get an attack from this squad mode ability.
Am I close to any other crisis suit or just the one that Decimus is by?
1-3 is behind you. You could potentially try to spin around and
Can I spin around and use the crisis suit that I have in my servo arm as a battering ram to bash into that one?
you absolutely could. Oh,
We
this
are
is
absolutely doing that.
gonna be fantastic. All right. So same thing. Give me a strength test on your arm, please.
So the arm, I'm pretty sure, if I double check here, it's just a flat 75. Whoop, whoop,
Yep.
whoop. I
Uh, let me check. 75 with an unnatural strength of 2. So 89.
So roll less than an 89. 64. So that's 2 degrees of success.
Yep. And the crisis suit you're currently grappling did not succeed at all. So it's not getting away. And so, as you're attempting to pry his armor open, you kind of have a moment of like, hold on, there's another crisis suit still alive somewhere, isn't
Wait,
there?
there's an asshole behind me. Hold on.
And so you just whip around and you just kind of scrape the crisis suit's feet along the ground with you, and he just kind of he ends up in front of you still, but now you see him and the other crisis suit that was previously behind you. And so you just start barreling towards that suit. Let me see.
Choo-choo.
Does the crisis suit that you're running towards realize that you're doing this, and does he dodge out of the way? He does not. He is
Oh,
he is
perfect.
entirely too busy watching Thorvir perforate one of his buddies to realize that he now has a 2-ton space marine and a crisis suit running full speed at him. Um Yes.
Like the carrot on a stick that you use to it's like a carrot on a stick that you use to get a animal to walk around. Only this time it's a crisis suit on top of servo arm that I'm running into another crisis suit.
Yes. All right. And so since he does not dodge out of the way, you do just effectively pancake him into the wall, and then the crisis suit that you're holding in between him and you.
How do I roll damage for that?
it's simply going to be your flat strength bonus against them. Uh, it, like impacts like this aren't reduced by armor; they're only reduced by toughness. So they may take a little bit of damage, but it's more of the kind of jarring shock factor than the pure damage that it deals. Okay. And your strength.
My strength bonus is 8.
8. All right.
8 with just the base. If we roll in everything, it's there's thy strength be legend and my bionic arm, but that wouldn't matter because it's the servo arm, right?
Well, this is literally. It's like it isn't your servo arm. Yes, it's how fast could you pump your legs to, well, run over a crisis suit with another crisis suit.
Well, I guess we just use the 8 then.
Okay. And then you get 2 from your armor. Okay, so a little bit of damage, not a huge amount. Both of them are definitely concussed from being, well, literally run over by a space marine.
Perfect.
All right, Decimus, it is your turn, sir.
Bro, once I can't open it this one, I already have another one ready to be can opened.
Have I done enough stalling that things are starting to leak out of there?
Yes.
If I stuck my finger in it and then tasted my finger, would I be able to tell if it was mechanical or biological in nature?
Just like every Saturday night. Hi-oh.
Hey!
Yeah, I had to do it.
All right.
Well, I used 10W30.
Okay. So, you can, yes, sir, with the caveat of you still have your helmet on.
Just rub it across my grill.
So you probably, like, you won't actually be able to determine, but you can look fucking hilarious doing it.
Okay. For my action, I would like to, I want to get those, like anime uwu eyes at Brother Sephirin handing me the knife. And I just straight up drop my chainsword to, receive this gift.
Uh-huh.
And then, look down at the rent, which I have been working at, and, just try and commit as much surgery on any squishy parts as I can see.
Can you never say that ooh eyes thing again? That was just, damn it, man.
Don't be jealous.
It's not jealousy. I'm just crying about something else.
Yeah, he's jealous that he's not here in
If
the area.
you can never say ooh eyes about a space marine ever again, we'll be okay. Ugh.
I'm with Dr. PB on this one.
Do you have a one-liner for this, or are your uwu eyes your one-liner?
I mean, like, if everything, literally time could just stop for like a minute, and there's just a single beam of light encompassing Brother Sephirin and myself, maybe odd sparkles, floating around in the air. But there's a shade of light pink with weird crossy bits around the cheeks of my helmet.
General Armstrong glitter diamond in the air.
My
You know what?
God.
Like specifically that. Wait,
Yes.
what was the thing? The fucking shit. Uh, they literally. There's gotta be fucking gif of this.
Well, I'm not surprised the space Yif is the one supporting you in this action. Not surprised at all. Space furries, get out of here.
Do take that back.
Space wolves are space Yifs.
Filthy. Fucking.
Dr. PB, you turned into a robot there for a minute, sir.
Beep boop.
His own heresy couldn't handle himself.
Oh, yes.
The melee gif.
Oh, that is like the best handshake ever.
I have so many issues with that show, but that is mainly a shit.
That has to hurt. Those are
He's punching it
Spike
with
knuckles.
metal knuckles.
But that's it. Sig is so manly, it doesn't hurt.
I'm gonna start doing that at work. They won't know what's going on, but I.
Brass knuckles and everything.
However,
Well, I mean, he could probably take it because remember, like he just hucks Sloth at Armstrong.
yes, he is an immensely powerful man. All right. And so, as if blessed by the Emperor himself, the stage dims, and but a single spotlight shines upon Brother Sephirin and Brother Decimus. In this moment of unique camaraderie between successor chapters. And for some reason, the black of Brother Decimus's helmet seems to rosy, perhaps we'll say. Um, and the eyes of his helmet seem to change shape, and he seems to glisten in the blessed light of the Emperor as he takes up Brother Sephrin's combat blade and begins to dissect the fleshy bits of the Tau inside the crisis suit.
In this like crew quarters armory.
What's that?
And we need to get to the reactor of this place.
Yes.
And we're just having a blast, just murdering Tau in this crew quarters, like armory loadout.
Has there been a crisis suit that has not been killed via grapple yet?
A couple of the early ones, but it's been a long time.
No, I meant in this room. In this room.
No.
Look, I'm going to say this now, Tiptama. We learned our lesson with the first few. The best way to kill a crisis suit is to rip it apart.
Is to grab it.
It's faster, it's more efficient, and for fuck's sake, it saves bolt rounds and grenades.
That's the most important part.
Didn't you spend like a full magazine converting a fucking crisis suit into a pile of rubble?
Yes.
I mean, when Nick said we were fighting crisis suits, just like, okay, well, let's get in close. I learned.
I mean, they're Tau. Being in front of them is exactly where they don't want you to be.
That's true.
But yeah, I learned.
Have they
that's
managed
important.
to hit us melee rather hard at all?
No.
I don't think they even tried.
No, they don't have enough strength to do damage to you through your armor.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Bro, their missile pods, which is like their strongest thing, has barely been able to hit through armor. I doubt their melee could as we.
They've
We've
had
just,
really bad damage
I
rolls,
think their
but
damage have been shit.
He hasn't witnessed pulse fire, has he?
not mass
once
pulse fire.
one guy shot a pulse fire out at me on my very first session, and I made sure he could not pull that trigger again the rest of the game because I crushed his hand with my
I
servo arm.
basically got gangbanged by like 6 fire warriors at one time.
I desperately want the next campaign to be against orcs. That's supposedly like the whole like you punch a knob and the knob just headbutts you back. It's like yes, this is what we want the whole time.
Yeah, the knob will headbutt us, and then we proceed to headbutt him back.
Yeah, but there's 5 dozen more knobs behind him being like, please headbutt me next. This is
Actually,
fucking
that's
awesome.
true.
To the head. Do you think an orc knob to my face is gonna scare me? I'm gonna keep headbutting them.
Yeah, but I mean the whole point of them is they outnumber you like 20-1 at all times.
I am a space marine. I am invincible.
Yeah, tell that to Rin's World. You know, see how that goes.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I went
fuck,
there.
son.
I went
Shots
there.
fired.
Yeah. Wait, inquisitorial notes have that in there. Rin's World is a shit show. There may have been a couple of inquisitorial agents involved with that, so whatever.
Remember when your cousin chapter could stop orcs? Sir.
Orc snipers, they're always there.
Man, those orc snipers just pop up all over the place. Never know where you're gonna see them. All right, and so, Brother Decimus, you are enacting your medical procedure on the interior of that crisis suit.
Should I just do like a combat knife attack?
Yes, sir.
Fuck. I don't have a combat knife on my.
Real quick, let me grab it.
I actually don't have one either.
1d10 plus 2 with a pen of 2. Ignore the pen. We're gonna say you're through the armor, but 1d10 plus 2 plus your strength bonus. So you got a righteous fury? Or was nice.
You took out not only his tau liver, his tau kidneys, and his tau lungs.
Organs ready for harvesting.
Someone
You
grab
took
the
out
tools.
his tau prognoid gland.
I didn't go out with the Northekium. This was a fine surgical tool.
You're just that good.
Oh yeah. I got out the multi-lung and the secondary heart. And you know,
You could have sworn that there was more than one heart in that chest cavity.
I'm like almost positive, right? How could they survive on just one? Is it weird that his black carapace was blue?
He was an ultra smurf. It's okay.
All right. And with that, the crisis suit underneath you is noticeably writhing in pain and susceptible to more damage. But he is still kicking, quite literally. That is the end of the group's furious charge attacks. So, Thorvir, it's back to you, sir, for your actual turn.
All
Oh,
right.
good lord.
Yes.
How damaged is this motherfucker?
He is very near the end of his lifespan. He is still fully functional, but he is not long for this world.
Is there a grenade-shaped opening?
There isn't explicitly a grenade-shaped opening in his carapace, but there are lots and lots of rents in it from your wolf claw. So in theory, you could probably just punch into it and drop a grenade.
All
Oh
right.
yeah, fist fuck a hole in that thing.
That is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to take any chances. I'm going to waste. It's not a waste. I'm going to tactically use a crack grenade for that.
All right.
What the only thing going on through that Tao's head is this is a square hole and that is a round peg. It don't fit.
But, I
Okay.
mean, I could.
So, give me a weapon skill check, sir, and then a strength test. Only to see if you hit, and then if to see you basically punch through the armor and drop the grenade in.
All right. Weapon skill is 11. 4 degrees of success.
Wow. Let's see. Does the crisis suit dodge out of the way? No, not at all. He actually.
Can it even dodge?
He got a 95. He stumbles trying to dodge. He literally. He literally just kind of starts taking stutter steps trying to get away from Thorvir and does not succeed.
Does he pick the grenade up and put it in his suit for him?
Look, he had bad rolls. He's not trying to kill himself.
He is a Tao.
So I think actually
It's just like you grabbed this.
strength roll was a 13.
You definitely punch it through. And you said a crack grenade, sir?
Yes, I want to make sure this guy's dead because I want to punch the grenade into him and then run towards 1-3 because I want to start. I want to start hugging. Everyone else is hugging. I want to.
Does he kill him with the grenade impacting?
This is that crisis suit right now.
It was like Thorvir getting like an 18 on his strength check. Does that grenade come out the back end?
I mean, I think this is the Tau suit right there.
He's trying to run
That's
away.
Tao on the inside of the suit.
Okay. So go ahead and roll damage for me, sir.
Thermonuclear.
All right, and that's 3d10 plus what?
I think it might just be 3d10. Is it plus 4?
3d10 plus 4 with a pen of 6.
Again, the pen's not gonna matter. You are literally through the armor already.
Okay, those are my dice rolls.
What
I
you
forgot
got?
everything else.
You got a righteous fury, and that means this is turning into more damage.
Thermonuclear device.
No, not this time.
I was about to say, what happens if we're all in the same room with it?
I got my shield. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
I think I'm on the other side of the room.
It's just gonna be some mild radiation poisoning and just plasma burns everywhere.
Oh God.
Yeah, a little radiation poisoning never hurt anyone.
So, is this Tao like leaking
Or is he
No.
dead? I really
out of the suit?
don't want to have to waste a crack grenade.
He took a crack grenade to the face.
And so, Thorvir, you do just punch that crack grenade into the interior of the armor and just release it, waiting for it to go off. The crisis suit has already tried to dodge out of the way and is now utterly dumbfounded at what has just happened. And excuse me, 1 second. Sorry, gotta sneeze. Okay. Um, and as the crack grenade finally detonates, the front of its armor, what little is left, just basically ejects out of it. And you can see clearly to the inside that there is no longer a pilot. It's just a pulpy mess.
I mean, really broken the rule because I punched it in there and then just sort of walked away, so I don't get to see it.
You do not, because you wanted to go after other things.
Yeah, I got lost attention, attention span to see the explosion. Because there's another crisis suit that needs to be hugged. Because I know I can't do anything with it, but I want to move towards him,
I got
ready to hug. Or could I actually just start the hugging?
You have, like, you can move towards him, but you can't yet grapple him.
All right, then yep, I'm moving towards him.
Right. So that means that Crisis Suit 1-2 is now dead and gone. So let me grab this. Fire Warriors are gone too. So just the Crisis Suits left. Alright, Brother Sephron. It's now your full turn, sir. And you have just passed off your combat blade to Brother Decimus so that he can make use of it. What would you like to do, sir?
Are there any fire warriors still alive?
No, you really murdered the fuck out of that last group. They are completely gone. The only things left alive in here with you all are crisis suits.
Are there any crisis suits that are not engaged with a member of the fire team?
There is one left. That's the one that Thorvir is going after. He hasn't yet reached it, and it's kind of hanging out in the doorway leading into the interior of the cruiser.
I'll pepper that crisis suit with some of my bolter rounds.
I dig it. Go for it, sir. It's only going to, I think it's only plus 20 because he's not a giant group. So yeah, full auto gives you plus 20. So yeah, your ballistic skill plus 20, sir.
Woo! That's not a good one. I'm gonna fate point that shot. All right. 39, 20, 3, so 3 degrees of success.
All right, so that makes 4 shots in total. So go ahead and roll damage for us, sir. And since it's such a manageable number currently, we'll just see what you get.
Okay. Man, again. Oh, well.
All right.
That does include my the modifiers, the pen and the.
I gotcha. So, let's see real quick. See to grab this. Okay. All right, good sir. And so, as you begin to unload your heavy bolter on it, um, you may only make a couple successful hits on it. However, each of those hits seems to blow off noticeable chunks of armor from that crisis suit. And after your first volley, already it looks fairly heavily damaged.
Yeah.
All right. Brother Alvatrad, it's you, sir.
So, if do I know how far my hand has gone into this crisis suit? Like, have I made it to the cockpit?
I mean, you can't tell that, unfortunately, no, sir.
Okay. So, I'm gonna pull my hand out. I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
put the heavy bolter muzzle
Oh, God.
right where my hand was, pointing inward to the unfortunate Xeno scum.
Yeah.
And I'm going to dump the magazine.
Okay. So give me a how can we do this? Um, give me a strength test, sir, just to see if you hold on.
24.
Oh man. Yes. The crisis suit again is trying desperately to pry you off of it and fails to do so. And so after you have opened this giant crack in the front of its armor, you do just pull that hand back and reach for your storm bolter and just press the muzzle up against that space and just squeeze the trigger. Um for lack of a better way to put it, even if you weren't into the cockpit, the fact that you're just pouring storm bolter fire into the already damaged armor, um, the pilot's dead. There is literally no way it can survive that.
Good old fashioned bolt rounds to
Like,
save the day.
Yeah, and so at first you think you're maybe hitting some armor, and then you start kind of getting, instead of a pinging noise, it's like a hollow thud, and after a couple seconds of that, the the suit like powers down, and it's you holding it up from falling, and then you just hold the trigger down a little more, and then it goes from a hollow thud back to pinging, which, as best as you can tell, means you've cut through the back of the armor, or excuse me, through the back of the cockpit, and have made it to the exterior armor components. And then eventually, by the time the magazine is empty, one or two of your bolt rounds passes through out the other side.
I'm gonna reload,
Well,
and that's all I'm good to do. I have a feeling that the other guys will take care of the unfortunate souls. Or Xenos.
all right. With that, Brother Alvatrad, your turn is done. You will reload next turn, because that is hilariously a long process for you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you got the reload, what is essentially a Gatling gun.
It's a full turn.
Yes.
It's a full action
Yeah.
to reload
Yeah.
for
You
me because
you
I
give
have
up other things.
it's a rapid reload. But for Emperor's
Yeah.
sake, I made sure that thing was dead.
All I'm saying is you use that one gun and you mowed down like 700 guys, so
Mm, yeah.
500 righteous furies later.
All a Stormbolter is two bolt guns duct taped together.
And no select fire.
And no select fire.
There's only one fire. Yes.
Are you interested in dumping the entire magazine? Great. Just go ahead and pull the trigger.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the gun just asks you, how many bullets would you like to fire?
Yes.
Yes.
Come back, son. I'm afraid I think you heard just fire a lot of bullets. What I said is fire all the bullets.
Exactly. This man knows what's up. All right. And so, Brother Tatama, it is your turn, sir. You have the one crisis suit literally still in your arms, and then the remaining crisis suit, which has just been peppered by Brother Sephrin, is the one that you just like squished into the wall.
So we're still trying to figure out how much more do I have to pull at this armor before I can get to the fish inside.
I feel like at this point it's open and you're looking at the pilot.
Why, hello there, sir. I think it's time for some getting him out of there and seeing if I could crush his skull like a grape.
Oh god. I mean, you don't even need to get him out of there. Technically, you could just do that.
Oh, no. We're pulling him out of there and letting everybody see.
Oh man.
I could just
It
imagine
instills fear.
Tatama just going, "Hello there, and or sir or madam. May I remove your head from your shoulders?"
All right. So then give me, how can we test for this? Cuz you're definitely strong enough to do it. And it isn't Okay, there we go. I got it. So, give me an agility test, sir.
Ah. My agility is 38, and I have no modifiers
Okay.
that I'm aware of,
And
other than like base stuff.
so, and then I'll let you know what happens.
I rolled a 95. I'm fate pointing that.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, I'm fate pointing that. 56. Okay.
Okay. Um, as you reach into the armor, you aren't 100% sure how all of the internals work, but as you like actually grab the pilot, you grab him by his collarbone, a relatively solid piece of body. However, you don't quite understand how all of his appendages lock into the suit. And so as you're pulling, you're getting very heavy resistance from the armor itself. Uh, and kind of as you're pulling, you start to hear the cracking of the pilot's bones as you are breaking all of his limbs trying to pull him out of his armor.
But do I pull him out of the armor?
Uh, you pull him out of the armor in the most grotesque way possible without those
Draw
limbs.
and quarter him.
Can I just raise him in the air for all to see?
Yes.
His just like bloodied pulp,
His
like
stumpy pieces.
And his final moments were him singing in Tao. I just died in your arms tonight.
Oh my god. By
But
the
singing
Emperor.
in Tao, of course. I mean, we don't actually know because none of us speak that language.
It's true.
Maybe Mordecai, because he's a mess.
And
He
so,
does have the porn mag.
oh my god. You guys just don't forget
I
about
still
that.
got it. I still got it, man.
I will point it
Sam.
over here. We might need it. I think those space elves like porn.
Actually, they probably do. They are fucking degenerates.
The ones that we're hunting.
They are degenerates. All right. And with that, Brother Tatama, you have just literally taken the insides out of that crisis suit, and there is nothing left of him. Yeah, yes. There's your trophy. It's terrible, and I love it.
surgery complete.
They duct tape his corpse to your back.
Oh my
so,
god.
So you can carry it with you.
All right. Brother Decimus, it's your turn,
Oh
sir.
no, we outnumber the crisis suits now. Oh no.
Yeah. It is your turn, sir. You are still performing surgery on the crisis suit that Brother Sephirin has assisted you with.
Still moving.
It's still kicking. Literally
Okay.
kicking, trying to get away from you.
We gotta get these organs to the Children's Hospital stat. Let me finish up real quick.
I guess then, sir, same thing. Just roll a combat knife attack.
Going in for the Biscopia.
Tommy gets 5 stars on Yelp for Towfield
Ow.
surgery.
I'm fade pointing the shit out of that.
Wait, was Totama killing the one that Sephirin shot, or was that the one he was holding? I had that one pinned before he shot.
I just wasn't paying attention to the one that you killed because I thought 1-3 was still alive. That's my fault.
Curse my clumsy Space Marine fingers. Surgery's not going well. I think I might lose the patient.
Oh no.
I rolled a 91, so I decided to go ahead and use my last face point, and then I just rolled a 74.
Okay. I mean, it's prone, so you get plus 30. Do you?
Oh, so then that's fine. That's like half a degree of success.
Okay, so you do make it, even if it's not by a huge margin.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your damage, sir. Okay, not terrible.
There was a random squirt of blood and hit me right in the eye. Ah!
Okay, and so again, you just kind of pass that combat blade back into the gap in the armor, and you're just trying to, pun totally intended, fish that stupid crisis suit pilot out of there with all his organs not intact anymore. And he's squirming underneath you as best as he can, unable to get away still, but not yet dead.
Oh yeah, I want to get the organs out. I'm gonna leave him in there. Please tell me somebody's putting these organs on ice.
Don't worry, I'll get it as soon as I get done getting my trophy mounted.
I've been putting them in my wolf pelt cape thing. Does that count?
Is it
that
refrigerated?
ice? Yes.
Okay, good.
I just
The
like to
children
think,
at the children's hospital.
I really think Dotam was like rigging this Tau torso to slide over his servo arm, so it looks like the Tau torso has an arm.
Maybe. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet.
With that, Mordecai, it is your turn again, sir. The Snowclaws have begun the process of attempting to set up a parlay? Is that the term we're looking for? A negotiation of sorts at Yakarus with the reigning, we'll say quote unquote government. Even if we know in fact they are not a government at all, they are abdicators of the emperor's rightful position.
Fair enough. All right. So, did they mention when they want to meet up, hour-wise? And I mean this like, time-wise is very important. When do they want to meet up?
So you haven't yet received word back from the Tau forces. The Snowclaws are still going about setting it up for you.
Oh, shits. All right. In anticipation, I'm gonna go to Lycaris. Move forward. I want to at least meet with the inquisitorial forces.
Mm-hmm.
Set things up. But yeah, I'm gonna. Shit. All right. Yeah, that's gonna be razor thin. All right, razor thin shit going down. All right, going through my checklist here. All right, well, I'm gonna tell. Yeah, Snowclaws staying back. Honestly, Snowclaws stay way far behind the actual Lycris line. Just let me, the tutorial troopers, have our space. Because at this point, it's all or nothing, man. I'm putting my trust in the Terran House, so yeah, guys, please do not die, because otherwise all my negotiation weight is gone.
This is true.
It would help if you summoned a demon in here.
Oh man.
Listen, all I'm saying is we currently outnumber them, and that is not how this situation started.
You outnumber them on that ship.
In this room.
Yeah, that's positive. That's
I mean,
most positive news we've.
oh no, trust me. You guys are amazing. Keep doing your job. I'm gonna need you to keep doing what you're doing for me to do my job. It's just I'm at that position where like, oh god, if you guys aren't as kicking at top 10%, then I am fucked. And I mean, when I'm fucked, I mean, quote unquote, I'm gonna have to just throw a lot of other people in the middle of me so they die in my stead. But still, I feel for them. They're gonna have to die for me.
Wait,
This is one of the most
You
first world
feel-
problems I have ever heard. This doesn't affect me, but think of all the people that will be affected because it doesn't affect me.
You do know what the Inquisition does, right? It's my job.
So listen, when I asked Kenny if I could join you guys, he just told me I could beat the shit out of things with a power axe.
Which is fair. As long as
no.
you're approved by the Inquisition. So, I mean, the moment I have to do anything else beyond my comfort range, yeah, that's Inquisition. Then let them deal with it. But just, I think we'll be okay, regardless.
We'll be fine.
We'll be okay. It's just, okay, we'll be okay. Don't worry.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
We got you.
I hope so.